To be honest, I'm not a religious person. I would speak on more behalf of spirituality. I'm a spiritual person, but I know that it is a higher being that's out there. But if so, I have no issue with it.
Do you think God will want men to be vulnerable?
I don't know what God wants.
Felicia, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Thank you.
You're
Hi,
welcome.
Jesse.
Hey, Felicia.
So, I was just listening to when you was talking about how men shouldn't be vulnerable.
Right.
That's evil. That's of the mother.
Right.
I sit here and I listen to your show with my fiancé any chance I get.
Nice.
And I agree with quite a few things that you say. I'm all for it. I listen. I'm with you. But for some reason, I'm like, why shouldn't men be vulnerable? I mean, we're all human. Human beings, that's a human trait. Why is that of the devil? Why is that of the mother? Why is that evil to be a human?
You said that you're saying to yourself, why should a man be vulnerable, or why shouldn't he?
Shouldn't he?
So you're saying he should be vulnerable?
We all have vulnerability. We're all human beings. We all have the same trait of being human.
You're saying that a man.
So
You're saying that a man should be vulnerable?
We all have vulnerability.
No, but I'm asking, are you saying that?
Yeah, I think so.
You're saying that a man should be vulnerable?
I think so. Everybody can have a vulnerable time in their lives.
Would you want your fiancé to be vulnerable?
If something's going on in his life and he needs to speak on it, or if he don't think he should speak on it, I think that he should get it out, because if not, it's going to fester inside of him and probably make things and matters worse.
And would you want your fiancé to be vulnerable?
I wouldn't want him to, but
why not?
He is, there's nothing wrong with that.
If you think it's normal for a human being to be vulnerable, why wouldn't you want him to be that way?
Because he's a human.
No, so you want him to be that way because he's a human?
Yes.
What would you do if he's not that way?
I wouldn't do anything if he's not that way. I mean, if he's not, he's not. If he is, he is.
Amazing. Would you still marry him if you say, I'm not vulnerable, I'm not falling for that mess?
Of course.
Okay.
Because I'm with the person for who he is.
Do you believe that God made men vulnerable?
That's a good question. To be honest, I'm not a religious person. I would speak on more behalf of spirituality. I'm a spiritual person. But I know that it is a higher being that's out there. But if so, I have no issue with it.
Do you think God will want men to be vulnerable?
I don't know what God wants. God does what God does.
Do you believe
That's
that God will want...
Because I'm not God.
Do you believe that God will want men to be vulnerable?
I don't know what God will want.
Do you believe that your spirituality, God, will want men to be vulnerable?
My spirituality, God?
Yeah.
I would. Thank you for that, Jesse. I would want whatever he would want. They pronoun whatever the being higher self is. But like I say, I would say higher self, higher being wants what it wants.
So do you believe that
because everything will work itself out for whatever it is at the ending?
Do you believe that your higher being, God, will want your man to be vulnerable?
I don't know what he would want. I know what I want.
And you want a vulnerable man?
I want a human being. I want a man that's going to know what he wants, know how he feels, and what he want to do about it.
And are you going to obey him?
Of course.
You going to obey your husband?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
So why don't you obey him now?
Why don't I obey him now?
Yeah.
That's a good question. We have been speaking on that, and I've been working on self.
So you're not obeying him now before the marriage. What makes you think you're going to obey him after the marriage?
I am.
Well,
I'm not going to say I'm trying. I'm doing.
But if you're going to obey him after the marriage, you should be obeying him before the marriage.
Yes.
Well, why aren't you?
I am.
No, you're not.
I'm not?
No.
Okay.
That's why he had to yell at you.
He doesn't yell at me. He talks to me.
Yeah, but you don't listen when you talk. He has to raise his voice.
Okay, Jesse.
Is that true?
That would be true in some cases, yeah.
Yeah, so you're not obeying him. Why should a man marry a woman that he know is not going to obey him?
That's a good question.
Is he there?
He is.
What's his first name?
Michael.
Can I talk to him?
You sure can.
I may end up breaking up your thing.
Oh, no, you won't.
Because hold on a minute, hold on. And Felicia think that a man should be, it's okay if he want to be vulnerable. To be vulnerable, to be emotional. And Felicia is engaged, and let's see here, blah, 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 blah. Felicia.
Yes, Jesse.
So is your fiancé emotional?
Is he? Nah. He's very passionate about things that you talk about, actually.
Is he vulnerable?
At this point, I don't think so. I haven't seen any vulnerability.
Do you want him to be vulnerable?
I don't want him to, but if he has to be or he needs to be, and he's a human being, and we all feel vulnerability, that don't mean we have to sit in our vulnerability. But if it happens, and we can get out of it. But
so you were saying before the break that when you get married, you're going to obey him, but for now, you're not obeying him, right?
Wrong. I didn't say that. I said I am.
But you said there are times when you don't obey him.
I haven't. Not that I don't. Haven't. We have some ups and downs. We all have ups and downs. I'm working on that.
Do you have the ups and downs because you don't obey him all the time?
No, it's not. No, that ain't with the.
Do you obey him now all the time?
Yes.
But you just said before the break that you didn't.
He just came to me about something, and I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this because.
Are you on a speakerphone?
I am.
Can you pick it up and you're making noise?
I'm sorry. I'm sweeping. I'm in the house cleaning up a little bit.
Okay. Are you able to pick up the call? It's difficult with you on the speaker.
Okay, I got it.
You there?
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you.
Is that better?
Right. It is. So do you obey your fiancé now?
Yes.
But before the break, you said you didn't all the time. That's why he has to yell at you sometimes.
Right.
And so if you were obeying him, why does he have to yell at you?
Well, like I said, he doesn't yell at me. We speak. We talk. We talk to one another.
But why do you not just obey him where he doesn't have to talk to you about it?
What's that? I'm sorry. Say it again.
Why don't you just obey him?
Well, you have to talk to one another to get some understanding. You don't just say nothing or anything. Like, what do you mean?
If he tell you to get up and go make me a dinner right now, and you're like, oh, I'm tired. I've been at work all day. Would you say that, or would you just get up and make the dinner, no matter how you feel?
I probably would, but I get up and do it. It's been a lot of times when I did it and I just got up and do it. I actually made meal preps and said what I wanted to cook as I was being tired.
And so what is it that you don't obey him about sometimes?
I don't know, because to be honest, we've been on again, off again. We just got back together maybe about 2 months ago, and it's been good so far.
It has. Should a man ever marry a woman that will not obey?
I don't think so.
You don't think he should?
A man that would never obey his a man shouldn't.
No, I said
marry
should
a woman that would never obey him.
Right.
So I agree.
Should a man marry a woman who doesn't obey sometimes?
That's totally up to him.
Should he?
Sometimes I don't know. That's a good question, but I don't know.
Why don't you know?
If they're never doing anything that he's not saying at all, then why?
Oh, but is Michael there?
Yes, and you asked me before. He actually works from home, and he was on a call on the break, but I'm not sure if he's still on a call now, but he does work from home.
Okay, well, that's fine. If he's busy, I won't bother him. I just wanted to see why would he marry a woman that won't obey him.
Oh, okay.
When you get married, are you going to stay at home and raise his children?
I would like to. I don't want to work.
No, is it because you're lazy or you want to raise the children?
No, it's not because I'm lazy. I'm very work ethic. I have a lot of work ethic. I have to be moving around and doing something, so I can't be lazy and just be sitting and doing nothing.
Are you black?
I am.
You lazy.
Ooh, Jesse.
No, I'm playing. Amazing. Well, thank you for your call, Felicia. I appreciate. Oh, let me ask. You think that we are human beings?
Yes.
What is a human being?
A human being, one of self as doing and being on this plane that we're on. An individual experience life, experiencing something in this shell that we're in on here on this planet.
Does God call us human beings?
Beings? Does God call us human beings?
Right.
I would think he would call us beings.
But does he ever call us human beings?
I'm not sure what he would call us.
The reason I asked because I never thought about that word. It has crossed my mind.
You haven't? Really?
But okay. I'm wondering, where did the idea of human being come from?
You know what? To be honest, that's a good question to me because it might be a man-made word as well.
Right.
I'm not sure, but I just feel like we are a type of being that's here that we're experiencing and going through.
And so you said that you are a spiritual person, right?
Yes.
What's a spiritual person?
A spiritual person is someone that has, I guess, that's identified with the higher self or higher being, just knowing that things will work itself out. It's kind of like knowing something you didn't know you knew because it's already instilled in us.
So are you like an Oprah human being? I mean, Oprah spiritual person?
I would think so, yeah.
You like an Oprah
I'm not
spiritual?
I'm not going to knock off anybody's belief. If somebody believes something, if that's working for them, cool.
No, but are you like an Oprah spiritual person?
Open?
Oprah. You know Oprah, you told Hopper to beat me? Oprah?
Oh, you say, Oprah.
Yeah.
I don't know how Oprah is spiritually, so I'm not really sure, on that behalf.
Amazing. Felicia, it's good meeting you. Thank you for calling, and call me again, all right?
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you for having me.
At any time. Thank you, Felicia.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye now. Amazing. Amazing.